Hi everyone, this is Fidge the Hedgehog and welcome to this video. I'm here with my only Sonic figure. And here is Moya still sleeping in his Death Star. Moya! Hey, Pussy Woozy. Now, I have been attempting to extend my Sonic collection, and I have been collecting a bunch of lovely plush. I was also able to find this adorable figure a while ago in one of my geek shops. So I took him right away, of course. He's really sweet. He's kind of heavy as well. I'm super grateful I could actually collect this guy. But actually I decided not to collect any figures of Sonic. Of course, still when I have the opportunity I try to. But it's just that he's so rare and I don't really have much room for much figures. But since I had the opportunity to collect one more figure, I decided to go for it. And here is it. Here is a little package. So this contains a little Sonic figure. This is a modern Sonic from Sonic Boom. And he's made by Tomy. I think it's the figure, yeah, here when you push the quills, he runs. This figure actually says it can run by itself, or it's a bit confusing what it says on the packaging, but of course no, this figure doesn't run by itself, and sometimes it has some trouble standing because its head is quite heavy. It is a sturdy figure, it's lovely. I decided to pack it out because, yeah, I think it's just really gorgeous looking like this. Now this is a figure I saw several times on Facebook and I really wanted to purchase it one day. So I'm really glad it's here. So the final conclusion or statement is that I actually do collect Sonic figures just because I barely find any. That is actually, yeah, the main point. Depends also on what I have to give to it. I did not collect the Funko figure so far, because my focus is exactly on figures on this character. It actually depends. If I find nice figures, I just don't think those Funko figures really look good on each and every character. Here is Sonic. And here is his plate, his base. It's actually just a running classic Sonic on a base. So I'll pack him out and show you. It's a bit hard, hold on a second. There you go, this is my Sonic figure. I'm actually really glad to have it. I have been watching this item for months, and then it was sold, and I believe this is just the same figure that the other person just sold again. In very first place, I was glad it wasn't breakable. It feels a bit like those Funko Pop figures. It's not exactly breakable material, it's just vinyl. It's just like, yeah, vinyl figures. It's nice. It's a classic Sonic running. Can really help me for my drawings. But it's just that, yeah, at first sight this figure looks great. But I've been trying to put it back on its base. And then apparently it had some trouble standing up straight. And then after I took him off, his nose fell off. So I think this figure is actually not exactly well finished. Well, check this out. This is its base. I suppose the assortment contains other characters as well, because this one says it's Sonic and it's just from Sonic the Hedgehog. Doesn't really says any brand, so if someone knows which brand this figure is, let me know. And actually this figure is supposed to stand by just one little thing sticking out here. So this little pin is supposed to sustain the figure while the figure is actually running. It doesn't really have something, a little base here on the underneath to sustain the figure up straight. It just has a little flat place here in his heel to sustain the figure, which actually make the figure turn out quite, oh, yeah, that's actually the problem with this figure. Let's see if I can actually put him on his base. But I need my both hands for this. Hold on a second, because it's kind of a breakable figure after all. There you go. This is how the figure looks. As you can see, Sonic is like, how am I supposed to say it? Is declining? I have no idea. He's just hanging, and he's not particularly straight. It's like he's actually falling. Now, it's like he's actually taking a turn. So it has a way of being. It has a way, it looks nice, but it's just that, look, here his heel is getting everywhere. The figure is not very sustained on its base. And he inclines to go to the, to hang around like this. And it's a bit, I don't think this figure is a fully well finished figure. It shouldn't be the best ones. I really like the material it's made out of, but when it comes on actually the finishing of this figure, it has some trouble. So I would suggest do not play with this figure, just let him be. Also, the other problem that I have is that his hand comes quite high. So right now he's actually punching himself in the face because his hand is actually sustaining his nose, which just fell off. I just put it back in, and apparently just holds on straight now. It holds on well, but it's just that a few parts of his body is actually sustaining him, and Sonic is like falling. So they should actually have made something here around his knee to sustain him. So I would suggest, also do not really play or move this figure too much, because you have like really slim limbs, like his legs, like his arms, and if you move those, they're kind of movable in a vinyl finishing. They just might break. So this figure, if you don't touch it too often, should be fine. There you go, he comes off again. And luckily his nose hangs on. But actually that is because I made his own hand hold his nose. Which can leave some, apparently I have very long nails. Which can leave some paint parts of the nose on his hand. Now, of course, I didn't really get this figure just to play with. It's a really adorable figure, and I appreciate each and every figure I can get from Sonic. His other limb goes right behind his back, no matter actually how weird that looks, but look at the arm. Look how slim it is. Look how long it is. This is actually what the underneath looks like. So it's an adorable figure, definitely. I do have a nice glue for his nose. I hope it's just not necessary. And this is the base. So I have no idea actually which brand this figure is, when it was released, when it was sold. If you are a Sonic collector, let me know in the comments below whatever you know about this figure. I'll be glad to know. I can ask my Sonic fan group on Facebook, see what they think. But they are so blackballing people that sometimes it's just hard to obtain any answers on your questions. So, yeah, I like the ears too. After all, I'm glad I purchased this figure. Really, I paid like 15 euros for it, which is not really cheap, especially when it seemed to fall apart. But I'm pretty sure it's not exactly the seller's fault. I don't think this figure can take sanding so well. So yeah, this is my little Sonic figure. After all, I'm really glad I have him. Apparently it's rather like a classic Sonic. So I'll just give him his place and don't touch him anymore. It's just that if I have to take the dust off him, I'll have to take him. And it's not actually a figure that likes to be taken, that likes to be held. It's just, yeah, it's not holding on his base very well. So this is actually, it's a nice figure, it's nice material. But I don't think it has the quality that a collector might appreciate. Sorry, that's about my opinion. Luckily, I'm glad. I just love Sonic, and I appreciate each and every figure I can find of him, which is not often, which is not much. So this figure certainly will have its place in my room. There you go. This figure is actually much more sturdy, even the nose. So and a bunch of people actually pretend that the Just Juarez figures from long ago were much better. I have no idea. I didn't collect any of them. But just that some people are very used to collecting a bunch of stuff, and some others are very happy with the little figures that they can collect. So of course that depends on who you have to do with. Now I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope I gave you enough information about this adorable figure. And I don't think there's anything more to mention about this figure. So I'm gonna say, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye!